Hey, we're back at the top again today with a special video because if you don't know already, over a decade ago, actually almost a decade and 3 months ago, at least when I'm recording this, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl actually came out for the DS in the United States. Now, the thing about Pokemon Diamond is I hold a special spot in my heart for this game. This is the first game that I actually bought on the release day. Now, I had been playing Pokemon for a long time. I just never bought any of the new games on the release day. So, it kind of held a spot in my heart. And I played the garbage out of this game when it first came out. You will see and understand why. But before I continue, I just wanted to thank the channel Talented Geek for giving me the idea. He also looked back at his 10-year-old Pokemon Diamond save file. So the video will be in the link description below. I just wanted to go over it as quickly as I can. So let's get on with it. So let's hop into this. I'll probably have to skip the intro because it'll get copyright claim and blocked. So we're sitting here in a Pokemon Center. But just to prove things, and just to prove that I of course, actually play the garbage out of it. There's going to be proof here somewhere, but I didn't give myself max money, so that's good news. And I didn't max my Pokedex out. That's pretty awesome. But as you can see here, adventure started April 22nd, 2007. That is the exact This one's no different. If we look here, yeah, this is my 13-year-old self going, Trenton. But what location am I in, though? I am in Eterna City. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why I'm in Eterna City for all I know. And hey, you can tell I actually replayed this for sure now, because you see the 493 Master Balls and the 456 Heart Scales. Little bit of a pro tip here. The fact that there's 493 Master Balls and 456 Heart Scales should be telling you something. There were two different cheats via the action replay that you could do. This involved the Pokemon, the Master Ball, where you would toss Master Balls to match the ID number of each Pokemon. Then you can go into the wild and find that Pokemon while holding the R button. Of course, how you do this, you would hit L and R, toss them, find the Pokemon, catch it, rinse and repeat. The same thing applied with the Heart Scales, however, it involved moves. So I called it the move modifier. What you do here again is, you would toss out Heart Scales, and then a thing would change after you hit the L button, in which TM17 would change to the ID of the move that you had on the Heart Scales. And then you could teach it to anybody barring Magikarp, I think, because I don't think Magikarp can learn anything. Same with Unknown. So there was a few Pokemon that you couldn't actually change, just a handful. But let's actually look more through my bag, because you can see well, there's a reason for that, and I'll definitely explain what the Diamond and Pearl League was, because that was the main thing I used this game for. And you can see oh my gosh, it's a lot of things. It looks like everything is okay. Never mind, that's a lot of berries. That's a lot of berries. Why do I have 95 Explorer kits? Why are these question mark? Oh, I know what these are. I know exactly what these are. This is the one that I wanted to get to. This is my first Hall of Fame on April 25th, 2007. I told you that I played through this like crazy. The funny thing is, I defeated it in 3 days. What? That's 4 days between April 22nd and 25th? Well, a bit of an issue here. I got my DS taken away from me because I missed the school bus. So I could not play it on Monday, April 23rd. That's a bit of an unfortunate thing. But looking at this, of course, we have a Geodude for some reason. A Luxio level 20. A Dialga level 50, a level 19 Staravia, a level 29 Floatzel, and right now, in the comment section, of course, let me know what you think that this Torterra is leveled. Like, what level is it? And if you said level 67, well then congratulations, you get a cookie and a heart from me. But the main thing applies here is that this is the last game that I actually bought on release day that I didn't have an entire party of. Like, I only leveled up one Pokemon. And that must have been hard for me to deal with ice types, you know? But there's a little bit of a story with this Dialga as well, because I'll probably get to that in a later video, because it involves Cynthia and living on 17 HP. So that is pretty wild. But I want to look over at the rest of my PC, because this is where it goes down for real. Move Pokemon. So let's check this out. We're going to normal box, and as you can see here, there is a lot of these things. I also didn't nickname Pokemon back in the day, just to let you know. Furball. Who is this? Kim. I know who that is. I know exactly who that is. I've lost contact with her too. Man, time flies. There's a lot of things from members of the Super Cheats website. Yeah, 2 Trapages. I don't get the point of this, you know. There's some eggs in here. We'll have to hatch one of those at the end. February 21st, 2011. What was I doing here on 2011? We're gonna hatch one of the 3 ones, but Magmotar, Entei. Wait, what level is that Entei? Level 3. Yeah, it's gonna say Route 202, isn't it? Route 202. If I caught any Pokemon, it's always gonna be Route 202. Like right here, right here. Check out this Moltres. It's gonna be Route 202. We're gonna save those boxes for the end. We are definitely. I hope to find where my Torterra is, though. What's this? Training. Oh yeah, this is the training box that I wanted to train for the Diamond and Pearl League. Train 2, of course. There's a lot of these here. Oh, excuse me. Sudowoodo, Torchic, Aggron, Staraptor. That's not the Staraptor that was in there, was it? Oh, it is! Route 209. And it's in a Heal Ball. What the heck? Fly, Steel. Yep, this is it. That's my Staraptor. Wow. And then here's the Dark type box. This is weird. Dragon. Route 202. Route 202. Oh my goodness. Route 202. Basically, what the Diamond and Pearl League was this kind of league between my friend and I where we'd have double battles and then connect our games to Pokemon Battle Revolution to have a grander stage. And how this would work is we'd debut 5 new Pokemon like each day or each week. I'm not really sure. It was a decade ago. And then we'd reveal each one over 5 battles. And then at the end of the day, we'd have pro qualifiers. And then if anybody qualified for the pros, they became part of the pro team. Of course, we got to hand pick out 6 before we could do anything else. And the thing about that is, we were able to what was it? Yeah, and then if anybody became pros, we had pro matches. My friend had a lot of pros actually, but my copy, I didn't really have that many. It's a little bit unfortunate. Later on, if they became a pro, they went to level 100, and that's why certain ones are going to be level 100 here. But we have Rock type. All of these, Regirock, this Tyranitar, I don't actually think is Route 2. Never mind, it's Route 2. Oh, this one. So you saw those ones with question mark, question mark, question mark, right? January 0, 2000, Modest Nature. A lot of these don't really make any sense, but apparently I thought this was a good idea, because this is about the time I used a Pokesave code. And as you can see here, it has Wonder Guard. And with Brine, Leaf Storm, Hydro Cannon, and Fissure. A lot of these are different actually, but they all don't have said moves. I know I can probably find the others occasionally. Ah, here it is! What are you doing in this box? This is my starter. Earthquake, Crunch, Solar Beam, and Sunny Day. Actually, that's a pretty decent one. It's a Naughty Nature. Good to see you again, old buddy, though. Oh, here's one. Fire Blast, Leaf Storm, Hydro Cannon, and Fissure. That's what it was. That's what this was. PC Osaka. I don't know who that is, but I caught it. Apparently I got it January 0, 2000. Ah, those are the good old days, you know. Those were the good old days. And here we go. These are the boxes I was talking about. We had Bad 80. For some reason, I thought these Pokemon were bad. Probably because of a certain reason. But Azumarill, Jolteon, Magneton, Crawdon. You can tell you hack these with some of them because most of them are shiny. Nidoqueen, Weavile. Why are you in the Bad 80 box? This is actually a fully legitimate Weavile. It's just illegally leveled up and has illegal moves because it has Dark Void. Another story. I thought, oh, Dark Void is so powerful in these double battles. Let's teach it to nearly every Dark and Ghost type. And this one has Surf for some reason. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. Exploud. This is the first level 80 box that was, I guess these Pokemon weren't that good, I thought. I don't know why. Ninetales, Grumpig, Kabutops, Granbull, Rapidash, Steelix, Cloyster. There's a Cresselia down here. Starmie, Glalie, what the heck? These are the Cat 4 ones, which I don't really understand why I named it Cat 4. I'm not exactly sure. I'm really not sure at all. I feel like there's a Drifloon somewhere. Why is there a level 6 Horsey? About 207. That might have been a legitimate one, but not legitimately shiny. The Golden Nut. Category 3 80s. What's this? Ursaring, Blissey. Why do you have an Oval Stone? Why did I think that was a good idea? An Oval Stone? Lucolo, Beedrill, Mew, Shiftry, Lapras. Okay, I do remember this Weezing. This is gonna be embarrassing. Why I thought it was a good idea to have me first on a Weezing is beyond me. It's like, really? Are you serious? Oh, here's a Drifloon. Try to guess what move it has on it. Dark Void. Exactly. I'm such an idiot. Eventually, in later leagues, we made it so they actually had to learn those moves to actually use them. To actually, like, being able to be taught them. And to cut out time, of course, we still use the move modifier. Now, we caught this one January 12, 2009. Shedskin. Now, this moveset is actually, would actually sort of make sense. Because it does have a tail. I feel like Power Whip actually makes sense, too. But nothing really too out of the ordinary. We'll get to the pros and analyze those later. But there's one Pokemon in this box that I want to analyze and explain. Celebi, not legitimate shiny. You cannot get that shiny in this generation. Milotic, Moltres, which I still believe is looks like a naked bird. Dragonite. Now this Arceus. Oh my goodness. I have to slow down here. This Arceus, I tried so hard for it to become a pro, but I just couldn't. It was so stupid because it was statistically the best Pokemon in the game. But it had me first, Dark Pulse, Judgment, and Earthquake. Maybe that's why. And I always switched up the typing just to keep my friend on edge, you know. But I also had an Umbreon, Cacturne for some reason, Hitmontop, Machamp, Suicune, which I used in the Crystal Stadium so many times and actually won with it. I don't know why. It just could never become a pro for some reason. Pidgeot, which I always seem to have had assist on all the birds. Aggron, which I need to show you this moveset, because I've actually already sort of looked at this. At least remember it. No, it was a different one. I don't remember which one it was. Typhlosion, which is the best starter ever. Donphan, Kingdra, Glaceon, Metagross with a Shell Bell. Houndoom, Leafeon, Electivire, Gallade, which is my favorite Pokemon. And actually, when I looked at this like a while back, I remember this Pokemon having like a pretty decent moveset, albeit that's a little bit too much fighting coverage. But I mean, hey, I'm 13. What do you expect me to think? I don't necessarily like how I see it is. I don't care if you're young, you're old, you want to play the game however you want to, go ahead. I'm not going to force you to do anything, because that's not really... Like, I want you to have fun with the game. I don't want you to just be like, follow my lead. I don't want to micromanage. Look at Zapdos. That's Route 222. So it looks like not all of them came from Route 202. Except my Motar did. And the thing with Solrock and Lunatone, I was like, you know, Solrock and Lunatone, they're going to be my two leading pair, and they're going to lead me to victory. They suck! I learned this now, like, years later... But, yeah, Route 202? Route 202, May 5th, 2007. But let's get to this one. These are all my quote-unquote pros, which are, they're level 100, because, of course, the new rule in the Platinum League. Now, we had Salamence, Lopunny, which I don't know why I handpicked that one. That was one of my handpicks. Salamence, if I remember correctly, Salamence, Lopunny, Salamence, Lopunny, who was it? Oh, Salamence, Lopunny, Garchomp, Drapion, Porygon Z, and somebody else. I can't really remember. But these... Oh, and Charizard. Those are my six of them. Though I didn't have any legendaries, because I'm an idiot. I'm not sure why I had that happen. Deoxys Random, Chinchou, Dialga, Garchomp. Hey, I think that's my regular Dialga, though. I think it is. April 24th, 2007. Yes, it is. Wow, time flies. Time freaking flies. But that's kind of a crazy thing to look at. I wish there was other things I could look at, but hey, that's actually pretty cool. So if you enjoyed this this trip down memory lane for me, let me know if you want to see me do Pokemon Platinum. I'll probably do it next month because I don't really want to flood the channel with these types of videos, but I'll try to catch up with the 5 previous games. Like, since Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are coming out, that would be, I think, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, I'll cover Generation 4, but that's as far as I would really get. But, hey, it's a pretty cool thing to look back. So, anywho, if you did enjoy, or rather, piss. Anywho, with that, though, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll have to catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we do what.